Hello everybody, ScootFish here, and welcome back to Digimon Links. Welcome to your Trials of the Dragon Emperor event guide. So I'm sorry for the little bit of gap in content and this being a bit late. I actually just kind of came back from a little much needed channel break thing, just not worrying about putting out content, stuff like that. But I have still been grinding because I already have Breakdramon and Slayerdramon for this event. I actually ended up getting a +3 Slayerdramon and a +1 at the moment Breakdramon. Seeing as they're single Digivolution lines, it's a little bit harder, and I had to do that by doing a pull from the event pull that they had going on with those two. So I got very lucky with my first +3 from an event pull out of that. Like I said, though, that was simply in preparation for Trials of the Dragon Emperor, which is going on from the 1st to the 7th, and I know that it started a little bit late or something like that, and that's part of why I am messed up and not on track as well, because I was ready to come back when that was supposed to launch on our normal Monday and stuff, but it didn't, if you guys hadn't noticed that. So yeah, that's another reason that I'm here a little bit late, and the event started a little bit late, so hopefully they will extend it a little bit, because I mean, it was only like a day, but still, like, I wasn't even ready for it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably weren't either. But enough bibble babble, let's go ahead and get into talking about what is going on with this event. It is a points ranking event, so you want to make sure that you are getting all the points you can to rank up and get your fragments and other prizes. You will get bonus points for having Breakdramon and Slayerdramon during this if you acquired them during the last event, which is still going on during this if you didn't quite finish it up, just so you know. As always, there are chips involved with the event, but not only do you get points up chips, but remember, there are the event up chips that you will get special attack and attack up bonuses for having on your team during this event. And you want to get all the points you can because you are getting ranking rewards for this. Now, you see there's still the vouchers that are available. That means that you guys want to actually be able to save up those vouchers if you can't get any good Digimon out of those exchanges that those vouchers are used for. Because we've had these during the last, 3 ranking events now. So it's definitely something to keep in mind now as far as your strategy with playing the game. This event actually features a special extra stage. After Intense, there is a solo high difficulty mode in which you will face Examon, and yeah, it's pretty tough, but you're going to get a lot more points for doing so, and remember, there's always the first clear on any of the events, so go ahead and give it a shot. Maybe you won't have too hard of a time. So let's jump right into the event itself, starting off with easy mode, which is a little bit harder than normal because you do face ultimates as well, but it's still easy peasy, and it is fire with normal weaknesses, so you guys shouldn't have any problem blasting through this. Normal mode, you do finally face Examon at the end, but he is pretty darn easy considering he has his normal weaknesses that fires would have as well. So Glacier and Electric type are what you want to be focusing on as far as that goes, or, the special Digimon for the ranking points of Slayerdramon and Breakdramon. In hard mode, he doesn't gain any more resistances, but it is a little bit harder as expected. You guys shouldn't have too hard of a time with this as long as you're able to focus on weaknesses, if not have strong enough Digimon to do it with the 2 special Digimon. Now in expert mode, there are a lot of resistances gained and you lose the weakness of electricity. So Glacier is pretty much what you're going to be relying on for most of this event if that is the way you're going about it. Now, you want to make sure too to have the resistance of fire if you can, because of the fact that Glacier is weak to fire in the first place. So it's a pretty tough event to have stacked against you. Now in Intense mode, it stays the same with having only Glacier for a weakness, but it is changed up on you as well by the fact that you face Breakdramon and Slayerdramon before you face Examon during this mode, making it a little bit harder to get through. Now luckily during the special Dragon Emperor mode, they do still have Glacier that you can focus on as far as a weakness, so he didn't gain any more resistances, but it is much harder with the fact that they are rocking more defense, HP, hitting harder, all that jazz, and you're going to have a tougher time with this. Plus fact, you have to do it solo and you have no one else to rely on. So if you don't have the right team for this, I would not suggest it. But give it a shot and find out yourself anyway, because remember, that first clear prize is there, so it's worth it. And that about sums it up for the Trials of the Dragon Emperor. Now, I'm having a little bit of a harder time still, so I hope that you guys are having a bit of an easier time than me, and I hope that any of my advice here can help you guys along the way. If it did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, that YouTube stuff down below if you haven't already, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace!